Is there very little communication between you and your twin flame? If you do have communication, is it fleeting? If you do actually see them, are you triggered then into another round of separation? Well, this is the thing. Every communication or every contact triggers another round of healing, but it activates more for you to heal and grow. So this is why you're in separation again. But we're also being guided to enjoy a delayed gratification instead of instant gratification. We're forgetting to appreciate the little things. And I think within the separation, we're not only healing, we're learning to enjoy every little bit. My name is Angela Cleary. I'm a feminine empowerment coach. I specialize in healing after narcissistic abuse, and I also offer twin flame and spiritual guidance. We're creatures of instant gratification. We want union yesterday. We want to be with them all the time. This is a codependent energy. And this is effectively it. Like we're creatures of instant gratification because of codependency, because of our unhealed wounds. Do you know what I mean? Like it's the whole objective. Like, you know, if you, like this study that they do, you put a sweet in front of a child and you say, you don't touch that sweet for 5 minutes and you'll get 2. The child goes, hey, I want a sweet now. So takes the sweet. And we're always the same, instant gratification when it comes to alcohol, sex, everything. It's like, I wanted yesterday. Let's get to the fucking end. Woo! Do you know what I mean? And so you don't actually get to enjoy the moment. You literally, it's gone. It's absolutely gone. And like when we're in separation with our twin, not only are we supposed to be healing, we're supposed to be appreciating the little things. Do you know, like the way I see it is, right? You know, if you're in a normal relationship and you like see each other every day or every fucking weekend and everything's like, oh my God, it's so fast. Like literally you forget the first kiss, you forget the first moment, you forget the first handhold, and you forget everything. And it's just like, oh yeah, we're already living together and paying bills, and it's, oh my God. Do you know what I mean? It's like, where was the honeymoon? Where was the appreciation? Where was the realness? Whereas, like, you know, and then as like for us as well, like, you know, we might have some contact or we might have some communication or we might be, you know, we might have a little bit of intimacy with our twin. And then we go into separation and all we do is fuck them, they're fucking assholes. And it's just like, you know, like everything we can think of is negative. And it's like, oh, I'm hurting again. Obviously, if you're triggered and you're hurting, that's your unworthiness wound and you need to heal that. But it's also fucking showing you, like, you just forgot that you had, whether it's 5 minutes, an hour, 2 hours of the night with your twin. You literally you forget how special that was, and all you can think about right now is how they hurt you and how they ghosted you again. It's like, that, what? So that didn't happen. And it's what we're like, you know what I mean? I said this before. There could be 100 positive things your twin has done and 1 negative thing, and we forget the 100 positive. Like, we're literally, we're reaching for gratification of end result. You cannot enjoy the end result if you don't enjoy the journey. You're neglecting the journey. And like, you know, it's led me to appreciate the little things. You know what I mean? I can remember our first meeting. You know what I mean? I can remember how I felt that day. I can remember our first kiss. I can remember our first time we were intimate. You know, and then there's the separation, and like you get a minute to bask in that moment. Whereas if you had so many of these, you know, these contacts or these communications or these moments squashed into one, you would neglect to appreciate them. We're so quick to be in the future. Why can't we be here now? And that's so important. You know, instead of thinking, oh shit, they're ghosting me again. They're ghosting you for more than one reason. They're overwhelmed. The universe divinely intervened. You've got healing to do. And it's giving you a minute to go, hey, that was lovely. Do you know what I mean? Like, really, it really gives you that moment to appreciate all the small things, you know, and all those first moments. Because in past relationships, we've neglected to appreciate the firsts, the first kiss, the first handhold, and the first embrace, whatever. We forget. They're gone. They're fleeting and they disappear. But yeah, if we get that moment of pause afterwards, like now, we get to literally cherish that moment. Hold that moment. Remember that moment. You know what I mean? I think it's more beautiful that we're getting this chance to pause. You know, and, you know, reflect on how you felt. You know, because we never really sit, well, we do when we become aware. But when we're unaware, we never sit with how we feel. We're never, well, except for the fucking unworthiness when we sit with that, all right. But, you know, we never sit with the good things. Like, you know, like, you know, literally people saying, oh, this is the best day of my life, but it's going to be over soon. It's like, stop thinking about tomorrow. Think about right now. Enjoy this moment and stop thinking about, you know, the next day. It's like, why are we in such a rush to go back to unhappy and literally neglect this happy moment? You know, and I think there's something so beautiful about delayed gratification. You get to daydream. You get to embody it and feel it before it happens. You know what I mean? And then you get to appreciate it. You know, and like, you know, and that's what I love as well. Like, you know, to slow things down. To literally feel everything. Every sensation, whether it's physical or emotional. Every little thing. To be so aware in the moment of how special this thing is. You know, knowing, like, you do know that maybe it is fleeting. But don't sit on that. Don't sit with the thing that's like, oh my God, I better just get the most out of this because it's going to be over. No, get the most out of it because it's important. Get the most out of it because you want to. Not because it's going to end, but because you have it right now. So instead of getting angry that your twin is ghosting you again after maybe a brief conversation or a brief meeting, forget about that for a minute. Remember how you felt in that moment. Remember how you felt when you were with them. Why concentrate on the negative when you can concentrate on the positive? And like, you can build more from that. Because if we're in a fear-based energy, if we're constantly in anger mode, because that's effectively what it is. Do you know, if they ghost after contact or, you know, meeting up or whatever, we go angry. We go fucking angry. And I said this before, right? Remember when we were kids and we broke a window or broke something? We would run and hide in the ditch for the whole day. And we were like, I'm running away from home. I'm going to be dead. I'm going to be killed. And then your parent or your grandparent would scream out the door a few hours later, where the fuck are you? Who the fuck broke me fucking window? Real anger, get the fuck back here now. This is the energy we give off to our twin flame when we're angry. It's like they ghost us and we're like, fuck you, I love you, come home. And no one wants to go back to that energy, do they? Do you know what I mean? So like literally, we're making the place hostile because of our feelings. And when all we should be doing is healing our fucking shit, heal your unworthiness wound, and sit in the happy. Sit there while healing yourself, daydreaming about the conversation you had or the intimacy you had, and now you can daydream about the future one as well. But appreciate the moments that you did have. Do you know, every little thing, you know? I just think it's so beautiful. Like, to really just appreciate every little second. Every little touch, every little kiss, every little moment, every little feeling. This is what delayed gratification is all about. Do you know what I mean? And I think it's so good. You know, I love delay, like, you know, I love the excitement we have when we can delay gratification. Do you know what I mean? You know, if you have that sweet in front of you and you fucking eat it, it's over. It was a tiny little second of happiness and it's gone. Where it's like tantra for all the world. You literally delay gratification and the fucking sweet gets bigger. Do you get me? You know, you're not just eating a tiny little sweet that's gone. You're eating a big fucking sweet. Do you get me? So literally, like, you know, it's proven that you delay your gratification, you delay your satisfaction. The satisfaction is more. You know what I mean? So literally, you know, I just really do believe it's the energy of appreciation. You know, we're not appreciating our twin for what they have brought us. Do you know, or for those moments of for those moments of happiness or pleasure. We're not appreciating that. All we're concentrating on is the fact that they could be an asshole. They're not an asshole. Like, this is what gets me, or what has helped me lately, is knowing that these separation phases were pre-orchestrated. We organized this. We turned around to our twin and said, hey, you be a dickhead so I can heal. You know, and they're not being a dickhead. I don't want to use that word. No, they're not being a dickhead. They're not being an asshole. They're doing what's in the contract. They're doing this separation so you can heal and so they can heal. There's no other reason. It's not because you're a dickhead or they don't like you or they're running because, they don't love you. They're literally taking a moment of pause to introspect, do the growth and healing for the next level. And so this is why a lot of our contact is fleeting. So it might be a brief conversation. It might even only be one text message and they mightn't reply again. It's simple, like certain things like that. But we have to know that every contact triggers the next activation of healing. So it's there for a reason. But as I said, instead of sitting here angry and upset, making a hostile environment for them, sit in that love. Sit in that appreciation for how you feel about them, how they made you feel, how that even one text message made you feel. You know what I mean? Appreciate that. We have to, not only are we supposed to heal, we have to make an environment that's safe for them as well. This is another thing I've gotten the energy of lately. You know what I mean? We need safety as well. We're all seeking that safety. We never had this safety in past relationships. And we're building that safety within ourselves first. But we're also building a home of safety for our twin flame and for union. So we have to make sure that we are their safe space as well. We're hoping they'll be our safe space, which they are, but we need to be their safe space as well. But if we're fucking angry and bitter towards them, that's not safety. That's past relationship behavior. That's codependent behavior. We're breaking those patterns. Do you know what I mean? So we're no longer... We're no longer making them afraid either. You know what I mean? If we're creating that energy of anger, like, come home, I fucking kill you. Do you know what I mean? They can feel this. They can feel our upset. They can feel our anger. They can feel that shit. They're going to run anyway. They're going to run even further, I mean. Like, do you know what I mean? They're running because, they're running anyway because of, obviously, their own work and their own healing. But they're going to run further if the environment is hostile. They really are. So, we have to create that safe space with them, but we have to create that safe space for them as well. And remember, every pause is making you appreciate every little moment. You know what I mean? And I think I'm getting more appreciation for it because, don't get me wrong, I want to be in union, I want it to happen yesterday, but I'm getting to remember every little moment, every first. And I'm getting to appreciate it. So appreciate the moment, appreciate every contact, every feeling, and every sensation. And I promise you, the longer we have to wait, the bigger the reward. So thank you so much for listening today, and I really hope this resonates. If it does, please like and share, and please subscribe to my channel so I can reach as many people as possible. And if you would like help in your journey, please book me for a free discovery call today, and nothing more than to help you in your path. Also, I have another channel called Aligning with Angie, where I share a guided meditation every week. The info for that is in the description box.